go into everything, okay?
Okay.
All right, so in the recording, it takes about a minute to upload to our session. Where I hit the smiley face in the message area on Skype is where the video will go. So, however, oh, by the way, you're legally being recorded by Skype. Sorry, I have to say it just because it makes me say it. So,
Got it.
so what I'll do is I'll upload the video to the messenger in Skype. It will only stay for 30 days. However, if you double click it, since you're on a computer or an iPad, what are you on right now?
iPad.
So if you use your finger and hold it down, it will say save, download, send. You're going to hit save, and then it will save to your iPad, or you can hit send it to your email, download it to any device that you like. I have done it multiple times on every device to make sure it stays forever. So you're okay to do that. So that's why I explained it on the recording, because for me, I'd be like, what did she say? So that's why I always do that, so you can go back to it.
Thank you.
I have to apologize right away. I'm getting stuffed up, so please forgive me for that, and I am stuttering. So let me explain how it works so I can go right into this. I see your loved ones on the other side, like I see me and you. I do see them in color. If they have a distinctive mark, or if you do in relation, they will show that to me. They will place me in memories that only you and your loved ones would know. And it's the way that they do it, it's like me being in the corner seeing the memory as it went, or they could do it where it's like I'm looking above seeing the memory from below, as if like I'm in an airplane. It's the best way I could describe it. To put it into our terms, they will, for all I know, they will put me through a lot of memories. They could throw a lot of photos at me. For all I know, you're an infant. I have to always make sure I describe any objects that they throw at me. Anything they may be singing or say, I always repeat, whether you know it now or not, because it's just my job to do that. And I do that so then if you don't know it right now, I'm always like, don't worry about it, because for all I know, in a couple of weeks, you come across something and you're like, oh, I got it. Like, this is it. So it's basically a gift that keeps on giving when they do that. And that's why I say everything. Nothing, I don't hold back on anything if it sounds weird or not. And remind yourself that any questions you ask me, nothing is weird. Not in my world. Nothing is weird or normal. This is normal to me. So, and then numbers, I'll never want you stuck on numbers. So I will always say, just keep going. And then, excuse me, and then living energy, anything you're going through around you, I'm going to pick up on. And mainly it's your loved one saying, I see, I know, we're talking about it. So they have this big presence about themselves. I have to tell you, you have energy that's very strong. I will stutter. It's basically like you being on the phone and a kid going, Mom, Dad, Mom, Dad, Mom, and you can't do anything. You're like, stop it, I can't hear. That's how it is for me and them. So I will stutter. Also, I get very stuffed up because I have to remind myself to breathe. So I'm already stuffed up, which I know the energy is very strong. So this will be fun. Please stop me at any time. Anytime, stop me if you want. I want you to get the max out of this session. I want you to have what you want out of it. Um, so I don't even need to pull the energy because they're here. So this is very quickly. I'm like, and all they do is I just scribble, which I wrote something that you can't even notice what I wrote. Half the time it's gibberish, but I need to go ahead because there's a female presence that's like, let's go. Like she's distracting me. So that's why I am going to stutter, and I know right away why. So I do apologize, but this is her larger than life, and she still is. And I have to remind you of this. So as I was saying how I'm recording, how I do my recording, and she's like, let's go. And I'm like, you're very hyper, lady. I can't calm you down. And she's like, no. I haven't spoken to her. It's like, I want to get everything out at one time. And I'm telling her, you need to relax for a second. She's like, no. Hurry up with your speech. I'm like, okay. So she might be you're right, to be honest with you. The feeling I have from her immediately feels like a maternal instinct. This feels like a mom that's like, let's get out, let's get this out. It, I she's saying 10 things at one time, and I'm so sorry. She is above ecstatic. So I have to calm her down. All right. The way that she presents herself, all right, this is a good analogy how she's doing it. Excuse me, everything out of my mouth I repeat everything. So, all right, the way ever have to like pee really bad, and you're like, I gotta go, I gotta go, I gotta go,
Yeah.
I gotta go. That's the way that she's doing this with me. It's like, come on, come on, come on, come on. And so I'm like, how do I explain this to her? And she's like, the pee dance. And I'm like, good idea. Okay, that's perfect. How you're doing it. So she is amazing. She is amazing because her energy is like, and I have to tell you, today was a very hard day for me in my personal life, and my husband was in here, and I'm like, I gotta get through these. I gotta get through these, and my mom said, well, I moved your other two for tomorrow. You only have the first one. And I said, okay, the 6 o'clock one. And she completely changed my mood. And I have to thank you for that.
Aw.
That's your mom.
Yeah.
This is who she is. She's very feisty though. She will go up to bat. She is tiny. She goes, I'm not a meatball anymore. I'm not a meatball anymore. So she is a spitfire. I'm 5'5". She's shorter. She's shorter. She's definitely shorter than me. I want to see she's maybe 5'2". She doesn't look any taller than that. Like, she's tiny looking. Um, she does have this huge smile on her face. She keeps saying something about red lipstick, yet she's not wearing it, but she keeps saying something about red lipstick, which I'll go back to. I'll turn back around to that. I just let everything flow out, and then I go back to things. Why is she doing it? Okay, I need to go. She keeps yelling August. So August could be somebody's birthday, death date, anniversary, or something significant with the month.
birthday.
Oh,
Her
okay,
birthday.
that makes sense. So is mine. I get her now. Now I get her. Perfect. Thank you for
She was
validating.
not a lipstick wearer, and neither am I, so I'm not quite.
No, and that's why I know she would show me that on her lips. She wasn't doing that. And that's why I said I'm going back to that, because she's not even doing this. She's not even, I know that there's something more to it that I'll go back to, that she's going into. It's not about her. It's not about you. I always pick apart everything because I'm very picky on how I read. So I'll tell you immediately yes or no. Like, I'm not a fisher. I'm annoying. Let's just put it that way. I like everything to be a masterpiece when I do stuff. All right, there's a lot going on that she's just so loud. Okay. Whose birthday, anniversary, or death date just passed or is about to come up? Because there's something within this time frame. So when I say just come up, I know it's April, but I would take March. So
March.
I'm not
My birthday.
your birthday, and my son's birthday's in March. Awesome, perfect. Thank you for validating that. That's her doing that. So when they make me feel that like happy as she's been the entire time, that's her wishing you that happy birthday. I have to get in that. But there's more to it. Because she, as you said, your birthday, she gave me this marking. So I have symbols. This symbol means it's around somebody else's birthday, death date, or anniversary. Now, let me explain something to you. My brother passed on July 30th, and my birthday is August 25th. So there's that month only that I'll take of that. And that's why I was going back to this earlier with you. So I understand her birthday's in August, but there's something close to your birthday that I don't want to let go of. It's okay if you don't know right now.
Well, she passed in January, but that's a little, I don't know if that's too out.
Unless it was like the 30th, and I don't feel that. So I don't want to take that. Yeah, I don't want to take that. or is her passing around somebody else's? Because it's like this, every month I can't get a break. This is where she's getting at. I can't get a break. Every month there's something going on. So, there's a lot of excitement that she won't stop with either. So let me go into more with her so she can let me know what's going on with different things, because head of household. She keeps saying head of household. She keeps placing you as like you stepped up. Now I see you have a big family. I see that in general. Family's growing, she keeps saying. So, day by day it just grows. Sorry, 3. Excuse me. Excuse me 1 second. Who has a total of 3 children in your family? I don't care if they're 0 to 100. Is she out of 3 kids? Is there 3 of you? Does somebody have 3 children? There's something about
yes. Yeah. Yeah. Me, my sister, and my brother, but we're all halves. Like
that's all I need. That's it. That's all I need. Perfect. We don't do halves. We don't do halves in my life. We don't do halves. Perfect. That's all I need. Because what she's showing me is like we keep growing as a family, but she keeps putting you first. And it's a reason that she keeps putting you first, because I know mom is too young to be here. I understand that. I feel I could have got more out of mom in age wise. Like, she's not old enough to be here, and she keeps saying, well, thank you, and I'm like, but you're not you still had some time to go. I feel like
it was only 64 when she passed.
That's young. So that's still time. Even like 73 is young to me. It's like we're not 88, even though God bless, but still we're not of age. And so my dad is that age, and she's just not old enough to be here, and she keeps placing you in front of her. Like, you had this mission to make sure everybody down the line was okay. And there's a lot that was laid on your shoulders, and there's a lot that she wants to go in with you, to be honest. And there are some good things that she's unbelievably proud of you, and I'll get to that. And then some things that she keeps apologizing for. Because your mom, it wasn't always easy, and I get that from her. The way she keeps cutting me off, I know she's not an easy woman. She wants it her way or the highway. So she's got this, she makes this face, I know to shut my mouth. Let's just put it that way. But she wants the best for all of us. However, she goes, I didn't have the best, and I didn't, when it came, she was a sucker for love, she said. When it came to bringing people into your lives, it didn't work out the way that she would want it to. And for a while, I see you and her. So here I go with the photo. It's okay if you don't know, I don't care. I am going with this photo so you have it in your reading. I'm sorry, by the end of this, someone will be like, I apologize. So she's showing me this photo. The colors are distorted. Now, when I say distorted, they're not black and white. It is not brown and white, but it's more or less probably like that grainy look. So I want to say it was the 80s, like an 80s photo. It wouldn't be from today. It wouldn't be from the 90s. It would be like earlier on. There is, hold on a second. She's showing me everything. Give me a second. This woman's quick. I gotta be quick with her. I see you are little, but you have there's a pony. Okay, here we go. You're wearing a ponytail, but I see like there's hair up here. So I don't know if it's bangs or just a couple pieces that are down in this photo. I want to say you're no older than 6, really. I want to keep it at this short distance. No older than 6, no younger than 4, really. I want to keep it at that time frame. 10 is too old for me, and when I look at it, maybe 7, cutting it off there. But there's these, you have these bangs and in a ponytail. And I see that there's, mom is wearing a red shirt, but it's got she's being very, it has floral on it, but the floral is little. It's like little stuff like this. Little on a red shirt, like this type of flowering. That's what I can see at least on the photo. She is kneeling down. It almost looks like there's water behind you, but she keeps yelling at me no. So it's like we're kneeling in a backyard feeling, and that's why I'm doing this. So her legs are on the ground, like kneeling, and you're standing beside her. On, if I look at the photo, you are on her right hand side. Hold on. Yes, you're on her right hand side. Your hair is up. I see mom's shirt, and then I see half of her pants. That's it, because her knees are in the photo. You're standing and you're wearing, and I see this little scrunchie. I see something in your hair. So I don't know if it's a scrunchie or part of what's in your hair, but it matches your outfit. And there's something around Disney. She will not stop. I don't want to say Disney because she's saying Disney. That's irrelevant to what's going on.
That's yeah.
Sorry, she's messing with me.
I wasn't that young though. I don't know. It's so weird. Like I can take pieces of what you've said, and like there's one. I don't have a lot of pictures of
I know
me.
you don't, and that's why she's being so vivid of like things that I'm going through. She's being very picky. Is any of them cut weird that you have? Any of them like cut like, I don't know, like she maybe like just cut it. It's weird. Like instead of it being rectangle, do we have it like ovaled or a different shape besides a regular square?
I don't think so.
All right, just remember, and you have it in the, I showed it again in the camera
Yeah.
of what I'm showing. I just can't let it go. I can't let it go.
I have a picture of me, her, and my brother, but it's like at Epcot, and I'm like 14 or something. I'm older. I just, yeah.
No, that's cool.
It might have been a picture, and it might be a picture that maybe somebody else in the family has. I don't have.
I know the way that she's doing this, you're too old. Because as soon as you said that's funny, she's like, no, like that's not what you have. So you might not have it. And like I said, it almost feels like it's in something else. Like, I don't know if somebody cut it or if it was in a book somewhere. And I know you don't have many photos, so that's why it would be even easier for me to find out later of this. I do know you're in that age gap, so that's why I want to keep it that way. But your outfit is cute. You know, I can only see your top, and it's two-tone colors. Your shirt is two-tone color. It might be like a softer pink and white. It might be a pink. It's just, I think because of the photo of distortedness, it could be a light salmon orange, you know, like it could be like that. But I want to stick to those color tones. Sorry, she keeps trying to show me. She's like, show her what you have. So like, let's keep it like this. That might be a little bit light. Let's keep it like in this category here. So you have that, and then the structure of how I see the photo.
Okay.
But we're in somebody's backyard, and we're not in our backyard. Like we're not. We're in somebody else's. But she's on it with me. So I have to make sure I get it, or she'll be like, she won't stop with me with it. All right. I'm sorry, she's connected me to the 12th as well. So the 12th can be somebody's birthday, death date, anniversary, or something significant with the 12th.
That's date. Hers, January 12th.
Oh, okay. All right, so that's just the validation. Whenever they do a date, a name, whatever it may be, it's their way of validating with me and them of like, haha, told you so, Diana, to me and them, not to me and you. So that photo is out there somewhere. I'm telling you now. She she said we've been busy. We've been busy. And I can't agree with her more because I feel like I'm going all over the place. So hold on a second. Okay, I keep hearing a J sounding name, J. Not J as in Jason, it's just the letter J. It's not a common name. It's, excuse me. J.
Jen. I mean, it's my
Nope, nope. Um, G. I can only hear like GE. Um,
Jean.
Jean. Thank you. I'm like Jean. Um, who is that? Who is that? Because it's loud, so I can't let
My
it
mother.
go.
My mother.
Perfect. Perfect. Thank you. That's not a common name, so I'm like trying to hear it at the end, and I'm like Jeannie. I'm like trying to hear what she's saying to help me. She pointed to the clothes on my couch that has jeans on it. That's why I look that way. She's creative.
Yeah.
She is creative, and that's what it boils down to is you. All eyes are on you. As a sibling, and I know you have two other ones, but I feel like as if you're my mother role. I know I took that role in. And that's something that she's bringing up to you, and there's a reason because I left so soon and so abruptly that it was game on. I have to do what I have to do. And you did it gracefully, even though there are times that you're like, oh, I have my own, and then I have to deal with everybody else's stuff. And it's difficult because not only are you an sibling, but you have that motherly role. Is there a large gap between you and one of the children? Because I
Yeah.
see you and then I see another. I'm like, whoa, we got a big gap here.
25 years.
God bless. Wow.
That's so, and yeah.
I mean, my mom and her sister are 17, and that's a big gap, you know. So that's
I
a
young when she had me. She was seven, you know, she was 17
yeah,
or 18 when she had me, but then she was like in her 40s when she had my
yeah,
sister.
that which is like normal. And but there with this coming through, that's why when she looked down, I'm like, there's a big gap, and this is the role that you fit right into. I didn't mean for you to take this role, but I'm so glad watching your relationships grow into that of that aspect where you're very close. She is coming to you. I know it was rocky, but now it's like I wouldn't want it any other way because you are a parent to her. So it's never going to be just that sister, bonding moment. It's more of that, you have to tell that two-tone. And so she's bringing this up to me for that reason because she's watching you. Now within your own life, in your own household, so not just with your siblings, within your own household, she goes, what's going on? What's going on? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm with you on this, Jean. What is going on over there? And so she snoops like no other by you. No other. She is sneaky, and she is proud to say she's sneaky because she's like, I really know everything now. So she is going into it's bumpy. It's a little bumpy here. And look, nothing I say has to do with COVID. We all feel some type of way. We're all down. We're all done, right? But it has nothing to do with that. This is just pumping the brakes even more. So I look to your right, I look to your left, and I'm going, like There's nothing really exciting me. And she does, you're too young. You're too young. You're too young. That's all she keeps saying is you're too young to be feeling that way. You might not feel it, but you're too young. Everybody deserves to be happy and feel loved. And I feel stuck. I feel stuck with you. And she's going, wake up, wake up. And I'm like, you're being a mom right now. She's being a mom to a T because she doesn't want you to have the rest of your life of going just with the flow. No. She goes, no. Very loud, mind you. I would yell it like she is, but I'm not. She, just know when I emphasize, that's her yelling. She says, no, we need to change this, not only for your family, but for you, for your own mental stability. So, like, I get it. When you're, it's like a light switch. When you're on, you're on. Yay. When you're off, I'm off. And I'm the same way. So I understand that. But lately, it's like, I'm struggling. I'm struggling with you. And she's there going, I'm guiding you. I'm guiding you through these things. Are you trying to pick something up or redo something in the house? It's like I want to do it, and I get to thinking like, I don't know if it could be something as if painting. Like she keeps saying new, 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 and I know there's a lot of changes like
We
new
just
that I know.
we just redone a whole bunch of stuff in the house. We just got doing windows and backyard concrete. Yeah.
That's she's making me feel like I'm going through a project. I'm like, oh, here we go. Yeah, like we gotta do. But once it's done, and I feel good. It feels new. It feels great. There is this wedge though in between me and somebody else right now, and that wedge, there's no excitement. It's gone. It's gone. Um, I'm sorry. Excuse me. She keeps yelling the 7th. The 7th could be somebody's birthday, death date, anniversary, or something significant with the 7th of any month or July of any date. Don't worry about it now. I don't want you to get stuck on it. Just put it in reference to like what I'm saying right now. That's all. Okay. There's a E name. I keep hearing E name. I don't. She keeps like saying welcome to the family, and it's not at me. So I don't know if you guys have been going through something new within your family of welcoming somebody new within the family, but she won't stop with that. So I just need to make a note to say that she keeps welcoming somebody. And it's just her way of saying I'm there. I'm here. It's not only for you, it's for everybody else. Speaking of everybody else, what's going on with somebody's job pattern? So again, has nothing to do with COVID. It's more of like this job pattern. Like I want to take this to a higher extent. Is somebody by you, near you, wanting to start their own business, or have they? Because I want to do something for myself. I just want to wiggle. I got to wiggle that room in there. But it's like a new baby. That's the way I'm holding it.
Always looking at reinventing, my job aspect. So it just could be possibly part of that. In real estate, so
been there, done that. 12 years. I've been there, done that.
so it's good, it's not good, it's great, it's slow, it's inevitable. And yeah.
Yep, I understand that. You don't have to talk to. I get it. I get it completely.
So
there
I've been
is,
thinking about ways of
yeah, there
comforting up
is
a little bit.
and that's what she's bringing towards me, because you're very open. You're an open book. You really are. You're very honest. You're loving. Like, people attach to you because you're like everybody else, and you're upfront about it. So just like the way I explained, you're either on or you're off. People know that about you, and that's something that they like because they can relate. You're not with this smile on your face all the time, acting phony, you'll tell somebody, I don't know about that. I don't know about this. But that's what makes you you, Mom says. And not only that, when I go into this, new ways, there is something coming new. There is. And that's why I want to take this step further within your household. I want to take it further. There's a step. And to be honest with you, by June, I can breathe a little bit better with you. I'm not going to lie. So by June, I'm either in the process of making this work, or I found a different way that's making me more content. I just know you can breathe a little bit better in this area of your life. And that is something she is very proud of. She tries to lay the foundation, her words, not mine, for you. And now like I said, she's got good analogies. She's been doing it since we got on. But she's just busy this year. Like within the family, it's busy. Everything is boom, 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 boom this year. So it's a lot of action. It's a lot of action. And I'm sorry. So I do need to go into so Mom keeps placing me in a room, and when I'm in that room, doesn't mean I'm actually in the room, but when they place me in a room and somebody's on the other side of that wall, it's my symbol that I was unable to make it to, quote unquote, somebody's passing, or just missed it. Like just missed her breath. But she's doing this with me, and I got to go through this with you for a reason. So who was that she's pouncing me on?
Me and her.
I
didn't know she passed away until a month later.
Oh, I just got chills.
Yeah.
Because it was you and me against the world for a long time. A long time. The problem is your mom had the doors open. I'm backtracking. When you were little, the problem is your mom shows me that door, and when the door's swinging to me, that when they show me that, there was traffic in and out. She left that door open. So come and go, come and go. It was never set in stone. Did you spend a lot of time in another female's house a lot? She keeps placing me with you where you're at somebody else's house a lot of the time. Is that a grandparent's house?
And aunts, yeah.
Because as I'm seeing the doors, she's showing me of like literally picking you up and putting you there. For things of first, she was young, could be excused, could not be excused, but she's bringing this to my attention. It's not to hurt you or make you live through anything. She needs to get it out. So it's showing me what she was doing. Some of it, like I said, working, some of it play. It wasn't always the best decisions, but she did do the best that she could at that time. And she goes, but it's no excuse, because I could have really took up that notch. You've been in this position where you said, how do I make this right for everybody? You took control, and yeah, you were a little bit older than her, obviously, but still, we're never ready. We're never ready. And what you did, with your sister, I'm very close in that way with your sister at the moment, of Mom making me do this. So it's like I'm tiptoeing in as your sister to you, and then now I'm letting you in, but it wasn't always easy because you're like that mother figure. It's like that she's always got something to say, like that. Meanwhile, your mom is just as worse. Your mom is really bad. She does not mind ripping somebody a new one at all.
Yeah.
At all.
Yeah.
And she goes, that was my problem. That was my problem. And she's like doing her hands are going.
Yeah.
She though, okay, so when Mommy got sick, I know it went, I know, I see it, I know. When she did, this is why she's bringing this up about the room, is because that was not right. Your mom did not take care of herself the best way that she could. And she should have, excuse me, she should have said, she says, look, haven't been feeling good. I'm fine. Haven't been feeling good. She just always sugarcoated stuff, so nobody knew anything. Nobody knew anything. But did somebody move like a while ago? It doesn't have to be before mom's passing. It could have been like more time before that. Did you move or did she move? Somebody move. I don't know why she's doing this. It's
Well,
like
I moved a lot, but I helped my sister move out of the house they lived in after she passed.
okay, because it's like I'm like what you keep doing is I see mom's house, like in general, mom's house, and then I see you, which is my symbol that somebody was being moved from an area, and this is what
I was the one that went and helped my sister. Yeah.
and she thanks you for that because again, this isn't an easy role that you stepped into. First of all, it was why didn't I know about this? I don't understand why I'm finding out so much later when didn't you want me there? There's a lot of questions. And look, I know that anytime I talk to mom, there's that, how you doing? Good? Yeah. But I always hear that but from mom, like I'm getting a mixed signals from her. And again, you and mom are closer in age, I should say, than you and your sibling. And it's just we butt heads, but you kept mom going. You kept her going in life, not the other kids. You did. Um, I learned from you, to be honest with you. I learned a lot from you of what to do next and what not to do next. And she said that the pattern was the male figures that would come in. That was the pattern that just ruined everything every single time. And your mom, she's she's a hard worker. She's not somebody to just sit around and let somebody pay the bills. If you're going to pay it, hey, they'll pay it. But your mom would still do what she needed to do as she got older. But she didn't learn. You know, she said, I thought things would be love, but it was lust. It was not love. Um, I do believe one of them I loved though. One of the males I did love. I really did. There's a G name I keep hearing within the family. Doesn't have to be one of the males. It can be with one of the males. It doesn't have to be in general of the love of my life, but I keep hearing a G name as well. I just want to make sure I say it out loud because she's not alone. Mom's not alone, and that's why I'm doing this. Don't worry about it right now, though. I just want to put it as I'm saying that term, so when you go back, you can hear it together what I'm saying. Um, for moving your sister out. You took everything on as that because mom shows me that paperwork in front of me. You did whatever you needed to do to set her up right. And she thanks you for that because your mom didn't. Your mom didn't set anything up. She said, I didn't do anything. She said, I left her with nothing. I left her with a big mess, to be honest with you, she says. And I see the paperwork as I'm going through it as you in general. It's just them showing me, and I'm like, oh God, how am I gonna do this? How am I gonna do all this? I don't and it's just a mess. It's like a desk with everything on it, and you're sitting there. And
It was a whole house full of that.
she's watching you going, I am so sorry I did that. That was her last hurrah to you. And that's what she's saying. That was my last hurrah to you.
Thank you.
I have to know you. That was one of them. Of course, it was out of love. But let me ask you, did you find she keeps making me go with you. And the way that I'm doing this, it's like I picked something up and I'm going, I felt close to her as I picked it up. I felt very close. Like, I know mom always loved me. I know mom always cared about me. She would say it, but it wasn't as deep as the other kids. That's the best way I could describe this of how I'm feeling in general, with you for mom, not to mom to you. It's just in general, like we all had different lives. We all had a different mom, to be honest with you, because you all did. And so there is something that you picked up and I felt very close to mom with. And I'm going to be honest, she is holding something in her hand that is, it's like I have saint necklaces in ear, but the way she's holding it, I can't let go of it. It's like, it's not what you found. You found more of something with writing on it. There was something of writing. It wasn't big though. It was not big at all. It was smaller that I keep seeing. What is it, ma'am?
A shrinky dink.
A shrinky dink.
It's my sister found it when she was going through stuff. Do you remember Shrinky Dinks? And it's the Christmas mouse, and it says for mother 1976.
Thank you. Because as I'm picking this thing up, I'm going, what is this? I feel it and I know, I'm like, what's the writing on it? And I felt close to her. You were meant to have that. And I know that sounds silly, but you felt it. And that's why you have it. She wants you to know that she knows, as silly as this little thing is, it is not. That's her writing you and thanking you for everything you have done. And that's even thanking you for being part of me, a part of me, she says. We were, you were dragged up. You weren't raised up, you were dragged up. You went from house to house, and she's got a great personality. She's very easy to talk to. If you want an opinion, she's the one to go to. She will tell you straight up, I don't like your hair that way, or she'll tell you you look good that way. Whatever one you like, she has no problem. But when I see your other two, when I see your sister, especially as she shows me, I'm going, who are you? I go to your mom like, you're different. Who are you to this one? Like, I don't understand. I get it. She's older. I understand that. I had my kid very young. So I guess it's a different relationship when you're older. You learn a little bit, or like you get a little more understanding. But taking that role as the mother, she always knew you would do that. And I know that with your sister, especially, your relationship wasn't always that close. It is now, though. It is very close. And this is mom. This is mom. She goes, I'm taking credit for this. I am taking credit for it. She goes, this is me. This is me. And it's not just for your sister, it's for you as well, because you have these stories. It's the same mom, but different stories. It's wild. It's really wild. Did you set something up recently for your sister? Because I see you together. So I don't know what this is. Like, she makes me feel like I'm very excited. But she wants to thank you for making everything go smoothly. And I don't know what that is. I don't know if there was a celebration, or there's some type of connection, and I don't know what it is. I don't, but I have to thank you. She doesn't, I can't let it go. I can't let it go. That's the famous words that I say, not them. It's me. Excuse me.